live at 6.
It's the first home game of the season. Bison fans kicked off the day bright and early, tailgating before heading to the Fargo Dome for kickoff. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Krista Boehm. The Bison game just wrapped up on KVLY. Alex Egan joins us early with details of today's first home game. Alex?
Hey, thanks, Krista. The home opener for North Dakota State going much better than their first game against Montana 2 weeks ago. North Dakota State holding strong to a 23-game home winning streak, and the Bison start the scoring early and often. We were told Carson Wentz would start and he would make an immediate impact, scoring on the first Bison possession of the game. The Bison taking a 28-7 lead into halftime and adding to it in the second half for the 41-14 win. We'll have a complete recap of the game, and we'll hear from head coach Chris Klieman as well following the win in just a few minutes in sports. Krista?
Thank you, Alex. The Bison Football Show with Chris Klieman will air live tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. on KX4. And Valley News Live is your home for Bison coverage. We'll be broadcasting the pregame show and games on KVLY all season long. Next Saturday, the Bison take on UND. That game kicks off at 2:30. For updates on the Bison games and all your latest news, weather, and breaking news anytime, remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the whole day. With so much anticipation and excitement brewing from today's first home game, a watchful eye is on tailgaters for the rest of the season. Valley News Team's Christine Stanwood was out talking with fans and security this morning, asking how everyone can stay safe before kickoff.
A clear, brisk September morning is the perfect recipe for any tailgater.
Almost spilled my homemade peach salsa.
And NDSU fans are ready to cheer on the Bison for their first home game.
We love to come back and see all our friends. It's so nice to see all our friends.
To make sure that Bison fans have a good time, security and Fargo police monitor the tailgating area just in case of an emergency.
We're walking around, we're looking for anybody that's having maybe medical issues or any type of problems that would be arising so we can deal with them as quickly as we can.
Fargo Dome General Manager Rob Solobek says that this year's security is focusing more on organizing traffic control.
Working with the Fargo police and NDSU police to make sure that traffic control is in place, making sure that all the reserve tailgaters remember the rules and have that and that make sure everybody is out here just having a good time.
So do fans feel safe?
I feel extremely safe. Like I said, we tailgated about 25 years and I have never had any problem with tailgating whatsoever.
Very safe. We let our kids run, play with their friends.
All in hopes that fun is kept in moderation.
It is a fun time. If you are going to be drinking, don't overdrink. It's still, you have a game to go to, and it's just a fun festival time out here. Make sure that's the way that it stays.
Even though there might be some unique calls.
Sometimes we'll have some lost children or maybe lost parents.
In Fargo,
Go Bison!
Christine Stanwood, Valley News Live.
Soblik says that during every tailgate, there will be 7 to 10 police officers walking around. Fargo police say that Bison fans monitor themselves pretty well, which makes their job easier. Jackets were needed for those early tailgaters at the Fargo Dome or even the Potato Bowl up in Grand Forks today. But overall, a beautiful day out there. Let's check in with Valley News Live's storm chaser, Eric Whitehill. Eric?
Thank you very much, Krista. An absolutely beautiful day out there for us today. Right now, temperatures are still in those mid to upper 70s. 76 for us here in Fargo, 78 for you out in Jamestown. But taking a look at our regional satellite and radar composite, no rain out there at all. Very quiet out there. Just some high clouds passing through. So nothing really to speak of for any storms here, at least in the next day or so. Taking a look at our hourly forecast here throughout the rest of the evening. Very clear skies, just a couple of occasional clouds out there. Temperatures falling off into those 60s, but winds will be fairly strong out of the south at 10 to 15 miles an hour. But, Krista, it does look like we do have some chances for some rain and a little bit of a warm-up coming up. Full details in just a couple of minutes.
A driver escaped serious injury after being hit by another car that was trying to drive through 4 lanes of University in Fargo. Fargo police say a woman stopped at the stop sign at 16th Avenue South and University around 3:30 this afternoon. She attempted to cross all 4 lanes of traffic through University, but did not see an SUV coming. She T-boned the SUV while trying to cross. Witnesses say the SUV rolled multiple times, landing upright on University. Both drivers were treated for minor injuries. The woman was cited for the accident. A Fargo woman was arrested for drinking and driving after a short chase in Clay County overnight. The Sheriff's Department says an officer performed a pit maneuver on Highway 75 into Moorhead to stop 26-year-old Rachel Thompson around 3:30 this morning after a 10-minute chase. The car then rolled and went into the ditch. Thompson and a passenger were taken to the hospital and released. She was arrested for speeding, reckless driving, first-degree DWI, criminal vehicular operation, and felony fleeing in a motor vehicle. A semi-driver is hurt after a tire blew out, causing him to roll over into a ditch. It happened just after 11:30 last night. 39-year-old Brian Rott of Devil's Lake was traveling north on I-29 near Hillsboro when the semi rolled. He was transported to a Fargo hospital. No other vehicles were involved. The rollover is still under investigation. Well, forget shouting taxi. Uber is the new way to hail a ride with one click of a button. But the service has left some worried about their safety. Just this week, a Texas man claimed to be an Uber driver and now is accused of making indecent comments and trying to hug a female student who got in the car. The service said in a statement, they urge riders only to take trips with drivers they have requested and strictly prohibit drivers from accepting street hails. Many people we've talked to haven't had any problems with the service here.
I don't think it's really any less safe than a taxi. I don't know that the cab drivers have to go through that much more than an Uber driver does.
Uber does have safety features in place, giving riders the driver's name, picture, and license plate to double check it's an Uber driver before they hop in the car. And if you're thinking about going to college, the Obama administration rolled out a new online resource called College Scorecard that is designed to help you pick the right school for you. College Scorecard provides information about costs and student loans. You'll be able to see what each school's graduates earn, how much debt they graduate with, and what percentage of a school's students can pay back their loans. College Scorecard falls short of the president's original plan for the government to provide a college rating system that would rank schools on their affordability. But many in higher education criticize that idea, claiming the rankings would be unfair. Ultrasound, consultation, and treatment, all to help solve a common, uncomfortable health problem. A team of doctors hosted Sanford's first varicose veins screening. For $25, anyone could make an appointment and learn about their condition. Varicose veins are large, twisted veins that can occur anywhere. It's not serious, but it can lead to inflammation or blood clots. The screenings are set to be held throughout the year. Hundreds of bikers gathered to support those battling cancer and wrap up this year's 61 for 61 events. Valley News Live is a proud sponsor of the Roger Maris Cancer Center event. FM Crusaders hosted the Ride to Sabin. This is the 3rd year they've hosted the event. This ride is also the final ride for the Rally in the Valley Motorcycle Challenge. Riders could purchase a passport and try to make as many of the 61 stops on the card during 4 months this summer.
I'd love to see everybody out riding, you know, especially for the cause that we're doing for the Cancer Center. You know, everybody can get out. You know, it's nice. It's nice to see all the bikes come out.
61 for 61 is trying to raise $25,000 this year at all the events. The group is about halfway there. If you'd like to donate, we have a link on our website. Just head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. And later on Valley News Live at 6, if your plans this weekend include a ride on that mini bike, there's a recall you should be aware of for your safety.
And an absolutely beautiful Saturday for us. Will Sunday be even better? I'll have full details for you coming up in just a couple of minutes.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.